always amazing to me when we spend over 2 years designing and working on the build of a home, and then at the end, I still love it just as much as when we first designed it. And our ranch house project is just that. When we first met with our clients, the direction was classic and cozy mountain meets lake house. The consistent materials throughout are rustic woods, warm whites, iron. We used hints of Moody blue and lots of texture. This entryway is less about furniture and more about the windows. You walk in and there are windows floor to ceiling on all sides, and we have this beautiful vintage rug, cool tree, and then that takes you immediately to the dining room, which opens up to the great room and kitchen. The dining room is all about the beams. We worked with the architect to create this layout so that it felt like its own space. And then instead of adding a buffet piece of furniture, we did this massive built-in in this dark stain. And I love that it has clothes storage for displaying dishes. And then in the middle, we have open space for artwork and styling. Instead of doing one light fixture, we decided to do 2, and I love this antique metal finish. And it pairs really great with the light wood on the dining table. It has this great substantial shape. We did tone on tone with the light wood chairs, and this dining room is large, but because of all of these beautiful windows, we didn't have a lot of room for additional furniture. So we kept things interesting by doing these 2 great upholstered benches. They have a slip cover so they can be washed, and then we added layer by doing drapes on all of the windows. It's an all neutral space, but it really sings because we have mixed the textures really beautifully. At Studio McGee, we're known for light and airy interiors, and I think that this space feels special because we did the opposite. It feels a lot more moody, and I love the way it turned out. We did this dark blue on the cabinetry. We have rustic woods and lots of dark metals paired with antique brass, and the result is stunning. We designed this custom hood. You can see that we designed these little rivets to go from top to bottom. We did dark cabinets with dark countertops and even dark light fixtures that you can get on McGee & Co. With the kitchen styling, we really stuck with a wood, black and white color palette. And one of my favorite details is we leaned a piece of artwork against the backsplash in an area that didn't get as much traffic. And then you can see the sink area actually has this little bump out, and it gave us a lot of space to work with. So we did a tall tree and incorporated a few accents there. One of the coolest features in this kitchen is the secret pantry. So behind this cabinet door, you open it up and there is an all-white pantry with beautiful light pouring in, and we even styled that. In the great room, we tied in the blue cabinetry from the kitchen in the pillow textiles, and then we kept everything else neutral. We added warmth through the leather chairs, and then we added metal and marble accents on the coffee table. And one of the favorite details from our photo shoot is this beautiful floral arrangement that ties it all together. When you walk into the great room, one of the first things that you see are the exposed trusses with the steel cable detail. It draws your eye up and it immediately tells you that you are in a rustic, cozy space. When you look up into those trusses, you see this large lantern that we did. We sell it on McGee & Co. and we find ourselves using it time and time again in these great room spaces because it just fills the space so well. Vintage textiles, vintage accessories, rugs. You know I like a vintage piece. In this great room, one of my favorite pieces is this antique rustic console that we did behind the sofa. It just sets the tone for the entire space. One of my other favorite details in this home is the windows. If you're not doing white windows these days, most people are doing black, and we didn't go either of those directions. We decided to stain every window and door this kind of grayish brown tone that we worked to custom develop the perfect stain so it works with the floors. We used a hand-knotted rug that has the softest texture. It is brown and cream and gray, which I know brown isn't something that was cool for a long time, but we're using it more and more these days. The fireplace incorporates the stone from the exterior of the house, and then we kept it light by doing white built-ins on either side. When styling a coffee table, you really want to mix levels and shapes. With our height, we did this great jar with handles that ties in the blue from the textiles. We sell it on McGee & Co. And then we incorporated some rectangular and round shapes with a round basket and coffee table books. This is part 1 of 3. We have 2 more videos of this beautiful home coming, so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.